Hi, Robo here with Livestock Animal Health, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of our core product line and a little backstory on livestock. I'm a co-founder of a company called Full Bucket, and we make horse, dog, and cat products for typically the veterinary market to use in their practices to help fight digestive disease, diarrhea, colitis, colic, things of that nature. We are the number one digestive care product solutions in the market in the United States for veterinary use. And I've always had a passion for the livestock industry, and growing up on a ranch, my dad was a veterinarian. I wanted to launch a line of products into the cattle market, and so this is where we're at today. And these are the three main products that we have, which is Calf Start, to be used the first 24 hours to first week of life. First 24 hours is preferred. It's a great way to avoid any issues that you may have with calves, especially if they're in any kind of high-risk situation. And then after the first day to week, you move on to the Calf Recover. This product is developed to be used through weaning on calves that are having digestive issues. And then finally, the Rope Ready. This product, we call it Rope Ready. Could have been called, Show Ready. It could have been called Feedlot Ready. It was really designed and developed for cattle under extreme stressful situations that get digestive upset. Those are always susceptible to problems, and they can really get out of hand and increase your mortality rate. So I'm going to dive in a little deeper on these products. The Calf Start is a 3-in-1 product. We looked at the marketplace. There were a few products with colostrum replacement, which provides some antibodies. They are unable to tell you what antibodies are in the colostrum replacements. They're unable to tell you how much is in there. But that's sort of the go-to, and that's what's been used for 50 plus years. So we actually use an egg-derived antibodies, and we have 7 different strains of antibody in here. We also, on top of that, we provide some of the microbiome starters. So we've got some probiotic in here to get the microbiome started in those baby calves. And then we have 3 of the essential the essential vitamins all calves need and are almost always deficient on, and that's A and D and vitamin E. And then we use a natural vitamin E in a high quantity because natural vitamin E has a very low transferability from the cow through the placenta into the calf. So they're almost always deficient in vitamin E, and we want to make sure that vitamin E is supplemented in that case. This product here is a 5-in-1 solution. This is a 3-in-1 solution. This is a 5-in-1 solution. So instead of having to buy 3 products, you just buy 1. Instead of having to buy 5 products, you buy just this one. And it's got the most amazing probiotic discovered to date, the most researched, proven to work, which is called Saccharomyces boulardii. It is a yeast-based strain of probiotic that no one else is using on the market for cattle. It is an amazing product because it's yeast-based. It can be used right alongside antibiotics, so to keep that gut healthy while you're giving an antibiotic to a sick calf. It's microencapsulated so that it isn't affected, it doesn't die in the digestive process. It gets down to the gut where it needs to work. And it's lyophilized, so it gives it shelf life. It can last longer until it is turned on in the gut and ready to go. We have it at 25 billion CFUs. That's around 300 times stronger probiotic than any product on the market. Our number one competitor in the marketplace we're 300 times stronger at 25 billion CFUs of probiotic. We also have a probiotic stack in here. Additional probiotics that have been proven to work in bovine, the ruminant animal. And then we have prebiotic. So probiotic can go in and establish order, can fight pathogens, it can do multiple different things. Prebiotic feeds the microbiome. So your calves' natural microbiome is what we're really trying to improve and keep healthy. And so prebiotic is food for that natural microbiome and gets that healthy and back on its feet and able to do what it needs to do for digestion and for immune suppressing. And then we also brought in some L-glutamine. L-glutamine is the amino acid that keeps the cilia The microcilia in the gut lining keeps that healthy and happy, and so that it can extract the nutrients out of the food that the calf is getting. So if the calf's not able to get the nutrients out, it creates a snowball effect. They get weaker, the intestinal lining gets weaker, and pretty soon you've got major problems leading colitis and other instances. So this is a really great product for calves that are not doing as well. It works on anything that's just lethargic and doesn't seem like it's eating as much as it should, all the way to very sick calves that you need to get back on their feet, and you want to get them back to gaining. Finally, we've got Rope Ready. Oh, before I go on, we also have both of these products in a powder format. We got a lot of requests for this. These can be mixed in with formula. So if you're having to supplement those orphan calves, sick calves, you bring them in, you can put this in water, or you can put it in milk replacer and mix it up, and they get all those benefits in a powder format. We also found that a lot of people are using these as the calves get a little older, and you put them on grain if they want to avoid problems. They'll utilize this on the grain to keep them healthy as they go. We've got a lot of show cattle people utilizing this on their feed to keep those guts, that rumen flowing, and the guts in optimal health. And then we'll move on to Rope Ready. This product here is very similar to the Calf Recover. The main difference is with the Saccharomyces boulardii, this has 100 billion CFUs. As these cattle get older, they're larger, they just need more probiotic. And typically, manufacturers will put the right kind of probiotic in sometimes, but they don't put much in it. They put 100 million CFUs, even 1 billion CFUs. It's just not enough for these animals. This has 100 billion CFUs of Saccharomyces boulardii stacked up with the L-glutamine, stacked up with the prebiotic, and another bovine-friendly stack of probiotics. So really good product for older cattle that you want to get back on track. So I hope I answered a lot of your questions, and I'm going to do some deep dive on these so that you can learn more and more about the digestive system of these animals and how we keep them on track with livestock. Thank you.